We all know that automatic transmission makes it easy driving, more especially in traffic, and makes a comfortable driving experience, more especially for the ones that hate manual. However, great as they are, there are 6 automatic transmissions that you should try to avoid, or else you'll be spending a lot of money trying to fix them or keep your car on the road. These are 6 automatic transmissions you should avoid as a buyer. That is next on Loving Cars. Without any further ado, at number 1 is the 2011 to 2016 Ford Transition automatic transmission found in the Ford Fiesta and the Ford Focus. They were horrendous transmission of all time that Ford has ever made. However, these transmissions were actually better compared to the transmission of 2018 found in the Ford Rangers and the Ford F-150, which were 10-speed automatic transmission. Those ones were troublesome because the clutches would burn out. All of a sudden, the transmission would lose traction, would slip, and if you're driving on the highway, it would suddenly bog down your car. It was pretty dangerous, and some people also nearly lost their lives, and Ford was sued for that. Between 2011 and 2016, those transmissions are horrible because they slip, they leak oil, they don't even have a dipstick, they are not even serviceable. Number 2, the 2003 Honda Accords, found in some Honda Ballads in South Africa. They were 4-speed automatic transmission. The problem with those transmission is that they had a lack of lubrication, because all of a sudden it seems like Honda forgot to put more transmission fluid inside, or to put a dipstick for the owner to know whether the transmission fluid is going low or is still at a good level. So many people who were driving those cars and who were inexperienced and who didn't check those transmission end up losing transmission because they would blow up or overheat and weld each gears on each other, then forcing your car to have a grinding halt. That was a horrible transmission. The third one, this is notorious. It's notorious for destroying people's belief and confidence in CVT. We're talking about Nissan's Jetco CVT transmission. If you go and ask anyone who drove a Nissan Qashqai or Nissan X-Trail between 2018 and 2019, also in 2020, that had a CVT transmission, they will tell you, I hate Nissan because of that. However, Nissan did replace most of those transmissions and sorted the problem a little bit later with most of its customers, so they're pretty good. The CVT transmission that they're producing now seems to be holding up, but then I don't have that much faith in Nissan's automatic transmission, more especially if it's a CVT. That CVT used to give people that type of a rubber band acceleration. I mean, every CVT is like that, but Nissan's rubber band feeling was worse. Number 2, they would just die. All of a sudden, after 30 or 45,000 kilometers, they would just die when you were in a parking lot and you reverse. When you're reversing your car, they will just crank and then stop. Your revs will go up and the tires wouldn't be moving. When you go back there, it is impossible to fix that transmission. You have to replace it. CVT transmission, Jetco Nissan, was a horrible transmission. Well, and number 4, thank God they're no longer in South Africa, is the Chrysler Ultramatic transmission found in the Chrysler 300cc's and other Chrysler cars such as the Chrysler Grand Voyager, which are, surprisingly still found in South Africa, but they are used mostly by the funeral parlor. The automatic transmission found in those vehicles were horrendous. I mean, all of a sudden, they will just stop working, and when you go to the dealership, they will tell you need a brand new transmission. Automatic transmissions are usually complex and they are hard to fix, so it's expensive when you replace those type of transmission. Chrysler are notorious for producing horrible transmission, more especially automatic ones. And number 5, the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee automatic transmission, 6-speed specifically. The 6-speed manual, they're pretty good, very much bulletproof, and they can handle almost every single challenge you bring to them. But the automatic transmission had a problem of overheating, especially if you're towing a lot of heavy load on the back, or if you are that type of a person who likes going off-road. It seems like Jeep had a problem in calibrating the transmission and to transmitting power into the front and the rear wheels when it comes to four-wheel drive. All the time when people took that car or took the vehicle to off-road or driving in icy conditions and engaged four-wheel drive, the transmission seems to burn up and overheat and ended up blowing or damaging the entire drive axle and the drivetrain of the vehicle. That was an expensive fix if your transmission broke or you had to replace it all new. So, 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee automatic transmission, well, horrible. Try to avoid that one. Last but not least, the 2018 Ford Ranger 10-speed automatic transmission, which were also found in the Ford Everest. They were not that much horrible because Ford sorted its issue, a bit quicker. However, they had a problem of jerking when someone is accelerating in low speed and would send a violent jolt at the back. So it wasn't pretty good. And they sometimes would produce a whining noise or wouldn't shift to the 9th or 10th gear and will stop at 8th gear. However, they were pretty much horrible, but I'm glad Ford fixed that pretty quickly. And for the bonus round is the Haval Jolion. Not a lot of people experiencing this problem, but most of the people that have bought the automatic transmission from the Haval Jolion complain of having a jolt and a shutter acceleration when moving from standstill, and also a delay in acceleration when they put the foot down, especially when they want to overtake. So looks like the Chinese need to sort that one out, because it's absolutely ruining their reputation. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I had for you on 6 automatic transmission you should try to avoid, which were horrible. That's exactly what I had for you, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.